Hi there, welcome to my channel. I'm doing a weekly reading for the sign of Leo for the week of April 15th to the 21st. Doing a little bit of a different reading this week, Leo. Last week we did 3 cards for each deck. This week I'm going to do a 5-card spread for the week for you, for generally speaking. So whatever you're experiencing this week that's important to you or that you're highlighting in your life, just apply this in a general way, whether it's love or travel or business. We're looking at a central issue, an external and internal influence, and what you're just leaving and what you can expect ahead. And then we'll draw a card from the other 2 decks that I'll be using for some additional guidance. And I'm using the Wisdom of the Oracle deck, the Healing with the Angels Oracle, and the Medicine Cards Animal Tarot. So let's begin, Leo. So I wish for Leo all success, joy, and wellness. I invoke spirits of love, light, and beauty. I call upon Archangels Michael, Gabriel, Metatron, and Uriel to guide this reading in peace, clarity, protection, and wisdom. I ask Mother Gaia to bless this reading for Leo. So what are the general messages for Leo for the week of April 15th to the 21st? We're looking for general messages for Leo. Happy Easter, by the way, Leo. All right, your central issue is go the distance. So whatever you're in the middle of now, we'll look at whether this is a positive thing for you to do in terms of going the distance. I'm guessing it is because it's something that you already have underway. This basically just means to stay true to yourself. And what lay before you is regeneration. And behind you, what you're just getting out of is blessed. So you might be feeling, for example, emboldened by a new way of thinking or being, and you feel more in tune with what you need to do and how you need to do it in order to go the distance. So you come from a blessed place, a place where you've done maybe some soul searching in order to get to the place where now you are saying, you know what, I'm ready, I'm willing. This is the time for me. Outside influences are mending, so you're really influencing others, or others are influencing you with a sense of camaraderie, mending, friendship, family, reconciliation even. And we're just looking for some internal influences here for Leo for the week of April 15th to the 21st. And internal influences just means what you subconsciously or consciously are bringing to the equation. And again, how you're using these cards and energies is up to you, and what you apply them to is up to you, whatever is significant in your life right now, because this is a general reading. As with all other tarot readers, I encourage you to learn what your rising and your moon sign is, Leo. You can do that by using the link that I have in the description box, along with other links to my ebook and to the cards that I'm using, and how to get personal readings. But basically, you just plug in your birth date information, and it tells you what your moon and rising sign is, along with all the other planets. So if you find this isn't resonating well enough with you, or that you still have some outstanding questions or concerns, or you'd like more in-depth, just look at your rising and moon sign readings. For example, if your moon sign is in Virgo, along with watching your Leo video today, you can just check out Virgo and see if any messages there apply to you as well. So we're just looking for what Leo is bringing to the equation on an internal, conscious, or subconscious level. Looks like there's a lot of stability for you, Leo, this week. And you're coming from a place of gratitude, which is beautiful. There's no wrong way to do gratitude. So I'm really happy for you that you've reached a place of feeling just at ease with yourself and blessed and gracious, grateful. It's a beautiful place to start from and to be still in and to emanate from. What are internal messages or internal influences rather for Leo for the week of April 15th to the 21st? You're being really careful about what comes out here. I think Spirit has something very particular for you, even though this is a general reading. And if there, excuse me, is someone who's watching this whose Leo isn't their sun, but it is their rising or their moon, this could appeal specifically to you as well about something as an undercurrent, something that isn't so obvious to you. Here we go. Fork in the road. Beautiful. You're willing to make changes. You're definitely able to see what you want and what you don't want, where you belong and where you don't belong. And you're in a position to choose the path that's right for you. All right, beautiful. So no, nothing, you know, not that there is anything really negative necessarily, but there's no, you know, fighting or sparring energy or, you know, secret energy or anything like that. There's just a lot of process here. I feel like you have done the processing, the thinking and the soul searching. You've just come out of that, and I think so you've processed something, and now you're in a position to begin putting this into action, or you have already put this into action, and you are willing to and able to go the distance. You're really secure in the decisions that you've made recently. And underneath the general energy for the entire reading for the week, Leo, is new life. And this is just gorgeous, especially with relation to the rest of the spread. I mean, this is a beautiful overall energy for the week. This means that you're ready and you're all set. You're in motion. You know, you've done the legwork, you've done the research, the legwork, you understand something about yourself or others or a situation that you didn't previously that has now led you to an aha moment, and you're all over it. I don't think there's anything that could stop you right now. So let's look at these cards in a little bit more detail. I'm going to be playing around a little bit with numerology as well. With relation to the energy of numbers, there is energy to words, numbers, letters, symbols, colors, which is a beautiful thing. It can be very powerful. So pay attention to that as well. If there's something that you're seeing in the cards that I'm not, whether that's symbolism or colors or something, and that's resonating with you in a way that I'm not speaking to, I would follow your intuition, Leo, and take what appeals to you here and what works for you. So in detail, we're going to look at the central issue, which is go the distance. Some of the major symbology here is the race flag. So you're out of the gates. I mean, you're just literally nothing can stop you right now, and that's not a bad thing. It's not like you're on a mission to a crash course or something like that. You have a vision for yourself, and you're ready to plant something, begin something, join something, earn something that you've put a lot of time and energy into thinking about, and you're just like, you're over that process. You are now in the process of moving. So I don't think there's any more thinking that you need to do or soul searching that you need to do. Another symbol here is the cheetah. It's the fastest land animal, and the desert. So you've got a long way to go, and there might even be, you know, the desert. When we think about the desert, there's mirage, or you know, you could be sidelined by even the elements. You know, the elements can take you down, but I think that this is saying that literally nothing can get in your way, like not even a barrage, which, you know, in the material world would just be a distraction, or the elements. You know, if you get sick, or if something is upset around you, a plan goes awry or something, you're gonna brush it off, and you're gonna get right back on that path and keep going. So I would let nothing get in your way this week, Leo. You're headed in the right direction. You've done all the legwork that you need to do to get here. Numerologically speaking, we're looking at 28, which is a 10. So uh, 10 is just reduced to number 1 if we're doing numerology, and it's just yourself. It's just that you're in charge. This is a beginning for you. You're beginning something, and you're the leader in this decision for yourself, by yourself. It doesn't mean that you can't talk to others or rely on others or even teach others. It just means that this is for you, by you, about you, and you've gone through a lot to get to this decision or place. So congratulations, you're doing the right thing for you. Another way to look at this card is to look at 11. So we can multiply the numbers or add them. And 11 is spiritual insight as well. So it plays in nicely with not only are you beginning and it's up to you and it's by you and for you, but you seem to be, and what this is talking about in relation to what you've just recently come out of, you seem to be blessed by something that means to me that you've reached out for help on a spiritual level. And again, whatever that means to you, whatever God or spirit or anything like that means to you, it just means that you've really contemplated that. 22 is the number of blessed. So this is what you've just come out of. This is your recent past. So we're looking at 4 is the numerological number here. So you're looking at a stable and logical sense of being blessed. This isn't a position where you feel necessarily. This is that you've done the thought and legwork around what it means to be blessed, what it takes to be blessed, the decision, for example, to choose to feel blessed instead of without or lacking. So congratulations there as well. That's a real boon for you. I don't feel like Leos in general, unless they have some harsh planets or harsh aspects around them, have a great deal of problem with feeling blessed or remembering to be generous, and that they can be generous without giving up anything. So I think it's just you remembering who you really are. And you've been perhaps even humble enough to ask for help, like I said, from spirit. So that's nice. I mean, it's always nice to be able to be a little bit humble to something bigger than yourself, while manifesting what you need for yourself to make those dreams or for yourself come true, in the grand scheme of things, being in tune with what is true. So not taking advantage of other people, not using other people, but perhaps even being the guide or the leader, for example, without ego. So that's really important, Leo. And it's a nice place to be in, because now you can rely on a bunch of other of your senses and coping skills and personality traits other than ego. So that's nice. Ego's good for a lot of things. I'm not saying drop it all together and it's dumb, but it's nice coming from a spiritual or a higher place. So I really feel like you're experiencing that this week. So we're going to look at some circular motion here between external and internal influences, and then the general message, which is going the distance. It looks like not only you, but other people around you are interested in mending relationships, are interested in friendships, healing, and that you're either the leader of that or a direct participant in helping others come to terms with healing and motivational healing. And motivational healing just simply means beginning to heal. Like what's the first step I need to take? And sometimes the first step we need to take is to just call somebody or say sorry very directly. Sorry, about blank, about a very specific thing, or someone may be doing this with you, and I think that you're in a position to let it rot. Like you're just, yeah, for sure, let's move on. So no grudges here, no bad feelings here. And again, this is external influences. So whether you're conducting this or this is being conducted in your life, there's a lot of flow of healing and generosity here. And again, with the internal influence, what you're bringing to the situation is a fork in the road. And this is simply a decision that you are very happy to have made and you feel very secure in, but you've done a lot of research, soul searching, or thinking about. It might have also been a position or a place that you've gone to in your mind or heart that has not only led you to make a decision, but to feel blessed in the first place. That you can even, make this decision, or that you have the resources to make this decision. So I think you're feeling a lot of personal power this week, Leo. Again, sans ego. And I'm not demonizing ego. I'm just saying as a directional force, it can only do so much. And I think you're coming from a really deep, spirited, thoughtful place this week because you've begun with yourself. Maybe you're even relating to people differently or better. And its numerological number is 13, so you can have either 3, which is a very spiritual number, or you can have 4, which is stability and logic as well. I'm sorry, I didn't look at the numerological energy of the mending card. You can have either 10 or 7 here. 7 is something that's mystical, something that maybe you're in awe of. Depending on how this is working for you, the mending card. Or it could be 10, which is, this could be something that you're doing directly. You're leading the role of mending or of association. So lots of good energy here. Actually, one of my favorite cards of the deck is regeneration. Its number is 46. Regeneration here is opportunities, second chances. And this is beautiful in your near future because this is saying, if this is applying to you and you're really feeling this, this is saying what's coming next is because of what you are presently participating in. That feeling blessed, trusting yourself to go the distance for you, by you, about you, from a deep place, having made that decision and doing the legwork and coming to that decision for yourself, and still being a witness to or being a participant of the healing process is going to lead you to a place of enormous opportunity, perhaps even things that you haven't even, pardon me, dreamt or thought about yet. So I think you have a lot of good coming your way and a lot of positivity here because of the actions that you're willing to take now. So don't give up, please, Leo. Trust in yourself and don't give up. And remember to remember that you're a child of God and that you're loved and that you have a lot of good work to do here. So we're looking at 46. This can be 10. So this is about you, the number 1. This is new beginnings. So I'm going to stick to that just because of the rest of the reading, and there's a lot of 1s going on, and because it seems really strongly to be not a lot of outside energy here. This is something that you're really dealing with and promoting and determining from the inside out, and you're creating your own new opportunities and second chances. So good for you. That's a really good feeling. And quickly we'll take a look at the new life. It's 39. So we're looking at 12. 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, so that's really bad, my math. So 12, 3, 9, all of those numbers are highly spiritual numbers, and they're also about being outgoing and active, achievement, taking leaps of faith. So that's beautiful as well. What lay ahead is going to be so worth it. This is saying that what you're envisioning for yourself, sans ego, is so worth it. And you should be really proud of yourself to get to this place. So good for you, Leo. Let's look quickly at some additional messages from Healing with the Angels Oracle. We're looking for additional messages for Leo for the week of April 15th to the 21st. All right, and we have freedom. So this is gorgeous. This speaks in alignment to the rest of your reading for me, Leo, because you've really made the decision to leave something behind. And that is creating, and it might have even been hard for you, or you might have you didn't think it was possible, or you didn't think you could do it, or you didn't think it was time, but no, this is exactly the time to do it. A new life is guaranteed for you because of a second chance for yourself. And the decision that you're making, or you've just made, that you're willing to go the distance in, is allowing you utmost freedom. And I'm going to suggest it's freedom of spirit and freedom of heart. Like you feel blessed and you feel protected. So there's no fear here. And you're very appreciated. So keep shining that beautiful sunshine energy wherever you go, and feel free and help others to feel free. So we're looking for additional messages for Leo for the week of April 15th to the 21st. Whoa, that's a big pile. So what is an additional messages for Leo for the week of April 15th till April 21st? And there we are. And the horse. So, I mean, beautiful. Again, number 35, we're looking at the horse. Its keyword is power. A lot of people rely on the horse. So historically and even now, we consider, horsepower in cars. And how do we get around? We still rely on, horsepower, quote unquote. So you're either in a position to understand what this is, what kind of power that you need to move forward, you're in touch with a higher power, or you are able to use whatever resources are around you as power. But again, not power over, power with, because you've superseded the ego, Leo, and you're in tune in a way that perhaps you didn't even expect for yourself. And this is because of really hard work that you've done. Seek and you shall find. I think you've been doing a lot of questioning and asking and really being honest with yourself about what you need and want and what you're willing to give and what your limits are. So its numerological number is number 8. So we're looking at wealth, success, and cycles. You might have even felt this way before, or seen this kind of lifestyle, whatever that means for you right now, before, and thought it wasn't for you, you couldn't do it, no way, whatever. You're not there anymore. You're in a position now where you're like, yeah, this is for me. I kind of felt this before, I just didn't know what to do about it. Now you do. So power, freedom, new life, mending, blessed, go the distance, regeneration, and fork in the road. Nothing but good ahead for you for the week, Leo. Really pleased to have you here watching your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave comments about what you think of the reading. If you have any questions, get a hold of me. And I look forward to seeing you next week for your weekly reading. Please take good care, Leo. Bye now.